So when Logitech first announced that they were releasing a handbrake that worked with the Logitech G920 steering wheel, and it was also going to be compatible with an Xbox, I couldn't wait to get one. But when the handbrake finally arrived and I got it all set up, it was a total disappointment. So I actually sent the whole thing back and I bought a totally different product that ended up working much better. So if you're using a Logitech G920 and you're looking for a handbrake solution that'll work on your Xbox, stay tuned and I'll show you what I didn't like about the Logitech product, and I'll show you the product that I ended up buying that works really well with the Logitech steering wheel, the G4 shifter, and works on an Xbox and is PC compatible. Alright, Logitech has done it. They have created a handbrake to work in conjunction with the Logitech G920 steering wheel and their G4 shifter. Now you could always buy a non-Logitech handbrake and make it run with your PC sim, but before Logitech released this, there was no option to have a handbrake for your Xbox. Using the Logitech Racing adapter, this should seamlessly plug into the wheel and work with the Xbox as well as a PC. Now after waiting a long time for this to come out, I'm really excited to get it open and see if it's worth the $200. So here in the packaging, it looks like there's some instructions here. Alright, this looks like it's the actual handle itself. Ooh, this is pretty hefty. To me, this is the main event right here. So on top of being a handbrake, this is also a sequential shifter. So it looks like this switch puts it into its different modes, and it has one USB that plugs into the steering wheel. So very, very simple. All right, let's see. Sheesh, this has got some nice weight to it. This is nice. This is a very premium part. The Logitech G4 shifter that I currently have, the H pattern shifter from Logitech, it feels very cheap. This does not. This is nice and heavy and weighted. My biggest complaint about the whole Logitech steering wheel system that I own is that G4 shifter, it just feels cheap and light and like a toy. This is heavy. Did I put it in the right hole?
Hey, that's what she said.
Alright, after quickly looking up the instructions, the blue circle is if you're going to use it as a sequential, and the non-colored thread is if you're going to use it as a handbrake, which is what I'm going to be doing. Ooh, it's very stiff.
That's what she said.
And as far as the switches in the front, the first symbol here is for sequential, that's why it's blue, like the ring inside the shifter. The second one is a digital signal, so that means either the brake is on or it's off when it's pulled. And then the third one is an analog signal, so that you actually have a range of braking depending on how hard you pull the handle. And the functionality from the digital and the analog are going to depend on the game. Let's quickly open up the adapter here and see what's in the box. So this is needed if you're going to be using this with an Xbox. I believe you may not need it if you're only using this with PC. So I believe this cable links into the box, and then the box links into the wheel, and then this links into this mechanism. Alright, so I got the handbrake set up on the rig, only to find out that it doesn't work with Forza Horizon 5. All the advertising materials I saw never mentioned anything about only working with certain titles. And I'm just so upset because Forza Horizon 5 was like the one game I was really looking forward to playing with this handbrake. This handbrake is advertised on the Logitech website to work with Xbox Series X when using the G920. All the advertising materials that I saw didn't say anything about only working with certain titles, and I'm just so upset because Forza Horizon 5 was the one game that I really wanted to play with this handbrake. And it was only once I opened the box, opened the instructions, and got to the 10th page was the first time I saw any mention of this handbrake only being compatible with certain games. And then not only do the instructions not mention what games it works with, it just tells you this random hidden link to go to find the list of games that this product is compatible with. But it gets worse. As I went through the instructions, I also found out that the H pattern shifter becomes inoperable once you connect the handbrake. So you either have to choose between using the handbrake or using the H pattern shifter. You can't use both at the same time. I had the handbrake mostly set up already, and I did find out that it was compatible with CarX Drift, so I decided to at least give it a try. I immediately found the experience of drifting way less enjoyable using the paddle shifters, but the biggest problem was actually the handbrake itself. The resistance on it when you pull back is just far too tight, and it takes a lot of force to pull it back. It was even causing my rig to tip back every time I used it. If I had this handbrake attached to a desk, I think it would tip the whole desk forward. And unfortunately, there's no method of adjusting the resistance or the tension on the brake. To me, this product is just like a complete fail. Alright, very disappointed the Logitech handbrake didn't work out, but I ordered this on Amazon. It's a Mad Hornets handbrake, and I haven't seen much information on them online, but according to the Amazon listing, this should work with my Xbox, so let's open it up and see what's inside. Here's the cable that I think connects to the Xbox, clamp, mounting hardware, and here's the actual handbrake. The resistance on the pull doesn't seem as strong as on the Logitech, which I think is a good thing. The construction seems decent. It's not like super high quality, definitely not as high quality as the Logitech, but if I'm able to use this as a handbrake with my Xbox, that's really all I care about. So let's get this installed on the sim and see how it works. Alright, the handbrake is now installed onto my sim rig. This is the USB end that comes out of the Logitech that originally went into the Xbox, but this end is now actually going to be plugged into the handbrake. And then this cord that's already attached to the handbrake, that's a USB-C to regular USB, is now going to go into the Xbox. The handbrake comes with a USB extension which can be plugged into the back of the Xbox, and from here all you have to do is plug in the USB cord from the handbrake and you're all set to go. Alright, I've got Forza Horizon 5 pulled up and I'm in my Ford RTR. This is probably my favorite drift car. The handbrake is all set up. This should already be hooked up to the B button, so you actually don't have to change any settings in the game. It should just be ready to go out of the box. Let's try it out. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. So I'm already really happy with how this handbrake is working. I'm so used to now driving without a handbrake that it's kind of like I have to get used to using the handbrake. I'm really happy that this is working as good as it is. Alright, so this section of the map is actually where I really kind of first learned to drift in this game. So I think it's a good place to test out the handbrake. I haven't played this game in so long now, I feel like I fucking suck. I also feel like my tires are just spinning out way too much. I feel like maybe they've updated this game and the tires slip and the tire grip profile has changed a little bit. Either that or I'm just not used to playing. Yeah, I fucking suck. Might need to change to grippier tires. I think I'm not used to this view either. I feel like I've gotten used to the third person view. I used to not be able to really play in third person. I feel like drifting and I feel like drifting in third person, I think it's more satisfying to watch third person, but I think it's easier to drive in first person, but I've actually kind of gotten used to third person now. Yeah, let's try a Formula Drift car. Yeah, I'm not the best at drifting here, so bear with me, but it's part of the reason I got the handbrake is I do want to get better. You know, all the other YouTube channels make it look really easy to get into drifting, but I think it's actually pretty hard. It's taken me over a year of driving with the wheel to get to the point that I'm at now, and I'm still not very good. Might be better off changing to a Subaru. I think I've tuned this car for this wheel, so I think that's why it's handling a little better than the others. Yeah. Little e-brake. Alright, here we go. Now we're off-road. Only thing is I can barely tell where the road is. Alright, let's see. Big e-brake turn. Yeah. Let's go. Nice. Saved me from going into those rocks there. Oh shit. Damn, almost ended up in the lake. Oh shit, in the pond. I feel like I actually don't need the brake that much. Like I've gotten pretty used to playing without it and using the foot brake. You really only need it in a hairy ass turn like that. I'm really happy with how this handbrake works though. I know my shifting is really bad. I know if this was a real Subaru, this would have blown up already 50 times. All right, here we go. Little E-drift. Let me change games here. I'm actually going to switch the setup to PC and we'll try Assetto Corsa next. When you want to use the handbrake with a PC, just unplug the wheel from the handbrake and then you can plug the wheel into the PC. And then after that, you also want to connect the handbrake to the PC. Alright, we're at Mount Akina in the 8.6. Oh, this is actually one of my favorite courses to play on this game. Fuck. Alright, let's see if adding the handbrake can help me out. Making some of these tighter corners here. Yeah, I mean, I could have made that without the handbrake, but it's nice to have it. I think there's definitely situations where you need it, but honestly, I kind of feel like I kind of did the right thing by not having the handbrake for a long time, so I'm not so reliant on it. But it is nice to change angle like that. Like here, I'm initiating an angle and I want more angle, I can add it with the handbrake, which is nice, which I couldn't really do before without the handbrake. Was like I could just choose one sweeping angle and I couldn't really change my angle midway through a drift, which I think the handbrake now gives me the ability to change my angle through the drift, or if I get too close to the wall I can kind of pull the handle. See, I feel like having the handbrake is fucking me up now because I'm so used to not having it. Here, this is a really sharp turn. See, this handbrake was perfect for that turn because most of the time I crashed into the wall right there. I feel like the handbrake is really good for the turns that are very, very sharp, or where you know, the turn has kind of an angle and then it sharpens up at the end and you want to kind of change your angle mid-drift. I think that's where the handbrake really shines. This spot, like, yeah, it's nice to pull the handbrake and turn around, but I feel like I could have done that turn a lot cleaner without the handbrake. Let's see. Yeah, see? I feel like I can turn around here with no handbrake. So in the end, I'm really happy with the handbrake that I bought off of Amazon. I saw this product a long time ago on Amazon and I was really skeptical about buying it because it was pretty expensive for a handbrake and there weren't many reviews on it and I had never seen anybody else make a YouTube video about it. So I was very, very skeptical about buying it, but I'm really glad I did. This product actually ended up working out perfectly, meets all my needs. It can work with the Xbox, it can work on my PC with Assetto Corsa, and it should work with any racing game that you have loaded onto your Xbox. And I also love that it can be plugged into your PC and used to play any game on there. So thank you so much for watching, and if this video helped you out at all, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos like this one, go ahead and subscribe to the channel.